And the mic was on. Diaz kicked away. I'm throwing the ball like Bryce. There's a cat logo on my eyes. So I put my hands up and Panthers got the dub. Timothy gets kicked away. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. There's a party in the beat. Oh, crap. Oh, I didn't know I was recording. Just cue the intro. The intro's over. Welcome everybody to episode 47 of the greatest Charlotte sports podcast in the world. My name's Ethan Pepper. My co-host is not here today yet again. I promise you guys, my 199 subscribers, please hit that subscribe button, by the way. I'm one away, please. Well, one away. And if I get above 200, then I could hit 300. Just hit the subscribe button. Either way, I just want to let everybody know that the greatest Charlotte sports podcast is in session, and I'm very excited to dive in to the three sports here yet again. As I was saying a second ago, though, Lee is not here. He is expected to be here next week. It's kind of like an injury, like he got carted off 4 weeks ago to go get married, and then he's coming back next week. Hopefully, he's hopeful to record a podcast next week. Anyways, that's done with the talking. Let's talk about the Hornets, then the Panthers, then not the Knights, then FC, and then we'll be closed out for this episode. Hit that subscribe button and let's jump right into the greatest basketball team in the entire universe, the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets, baby! Okay, there's not as much to talk about for the Charlotte Hornets as there is for the Carolina Panthers, but there is a couple of things. Number one, I want to jump right into a trade that actually did happen. We got Dennis Schroeder, of course, woohoo. I haven't talked about it on the main podcast. I have talked about it on the Instagram, which you should go check out, link in the bio. But Trayman got traded. And we got Schroeder in return. Number one, we fleeced him. Number two, Trayman got traded again. As of today, yesterday actually. As of yesterday that I'm recording this, so Thursday, so that means Wednesday, he got traded again. So he's now a Washington Wizard, everybody. And we just absolutely fleeced the mess out of them. We got Dennis Schroeder in return. And honestly, as much as I love, the hype that Trayman brought into the season, because he finally felt like he was finally overcoming that back injury and finally gaining some muscle on him. Did you guys not see the pictures? That was insanity. But what I'm really interested to see is how he will do in Washington, because did we get fleeced or did we fleece them? Is Trayman about to break out and have his best year of his career this year because of how the work he's been putting in, or did we just absolutely fleece him and Schroeder's gonna go off? That's kind of my main question for that Trayman trade. But as of now, the Hornets fans are really happy with this trade. Jeff Peterson cooked on this one. Give him a round of applause. I feel like I gotta start a tradition. I feel like I do one round of applause per episode. But second thing I want to talk about for the Charlotte Hornets, I didn't want to really go too much into depth for the Hornets, because there's so much to talk about the Panthers yet again. The Hornets are just in the offseason. There's not much going on right now, especially considering that, of course, there's not much, trades happening right now or anything like that. I want to talk about the fact that Moussa Diabate is working on a jump shot. Moussa Diabate is working on a jump shot? Moussa Diabate? The guy, Moussa Diabate is working on a jump shot. Why is this so important, Ethan? It's because genuinely, if this is exactly the amount of hype it should be, which it does, it has a ton of hype going into this, because Moussa Diabate with a jump shot just doesn't sound real to me, because of how much Moussa Diabate really only took layups and dunks last year and really just got in the post and then went inside, bullied his defender down low. But Moussa Diabate with a jump shot would be deadly. Well, like Musa would be the one shooting the humans. Kids, don't go shooting your whatever. But disclaimer. But either way, Musa Diabate would be the one hunting the humans on the court. Usually the humans are hunting the moose, but then now the moose is hunting the humans. Like Musa Diabate, if he develops like a jumper, like if he is out here, I'm all alone, I ain't got my headset today either. If he's out here like posting up against somebody and then steps back, oh yeah, fade away. Like, tell me that would not be the craziest thing in the world to see Musa Diabate himself on a jump shot fadeaway. He would be deadly. He would be deadly. The Charlotte Hornets' entire team, when we got rid of Melo, honestly, if Musa Diabate can develop a jump shot, I'd say that entire Melo trade has just became worth it. I get it seems like I'm overhyping this a little bit, but Musa with a jump shot it's just dumbfounding. It's dumbfounding. It's crazy. But the fact of the matter is this, you have to look at it from a standpoint of, what if this leads to him developing a three-point shot? Like, what if he develops a 2-point shot, like a good fader, a good post shot every now and then, but then after this season, he goes into the offseason back straight to work, and then throughout this season, throughout the offseason, of 27 to 28, I guess it'd be by the end of this season, he starts developing a three-point shot. Imagine Musa Diabate with the shooting skills of Naz Reid. I mean, that'd basically be two Naz Reids on the court. That'd be Naz Reid against, with Naz Reid 2.0 on the court. And that's kind of why it's so valuable, because at first people were saying, oh, Cockburner's going to start, and then Naz is going to start at power forward. No. If Moose develops a jump shot, why would we start Cockburner? Like, Moose could be a deadly center. A deadly center. Imagine a Kobe, Con, Brandon, Naz with an incredible shot, and then Moose with a jump shot. Moose was already good last year, and now he's just going to develop a jump shot and act like it's not the craziest thing in the universe. Like, we can't just act like this isn't like a revolutionary thing that's happening before our eyes. But I didn't have much else to talk about for the Hornets, just besides the fact that, wow, that would be insane. But there's a reason why I'm wearing all this Panther stuff, and it's because I want to really yell at some people today. And it's because there's a lot of people overreacting to this Bills game. You may be wondering why I'm actually I don't even know if I will or not, but I'm probably going to be uploading this a day early. It's because the second preseason game is on the Friday, so I might be uploading it at like noon tomorrow as of recording, so Friday. So then, I don't sound like an idiot talking about, oh, he sucks, whatever, when he really doesn't, and he just balled out against the Jags. Either way, let's jump straight in to the segment that I'm yet again most excited about, as always, the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young, baby, MVP quarterback, here we come. First of all, before I even start this Panther segment, I forgot to mention something on the Hornets segment, so almost like a little rewind here. Let's go and I'm not going to jump right back into the Hornets segment, but let me just say this really quickly, is the fact that the Hornets just DM'd me on Instagram asking for some promotional stuff. Is this not the craziest news of my lifetime? Like, this is the and it's because of you guys, so I wanted to say thank you so much. They did message a bunch of other Hornets content creators, though, so it wasn't just me, but either way, like, the fact I'm getting messaged by the official Hornets account, that's just insane. Either way, we're in the Panthers segment now. I'm committing a sin talking about the Hornets in the Panthers segment, because that's not allowed here. That's not allowed to talk about the Hornets in the Panthers segment. It's just the codes don't match up. So the Carolina Panthers, the Panthers versus the Bills. We lost. It's safe to say we lost. We lost by a lot. But I want to talk about the fact that everybody's overreacting. Everybody's overreacting. This no headset gives me so much freedom. I feel like I'm screaming at you guys right now. Is this not the greatest podcast in the world? The Carolina Panthers, everybody's overreacting. Everybody is overreacting. And I want you guys to stop. stop, collaborate, and listen with Ethan, because I'm about to give you a lesson about the Carolina Panthers and go talk about, I couldn't rhyme anymore. Either way, the Carolina Panthers, everybody's overreacting. Okay, I've seen people say, bench Bryce, play Haynes, bench Bryce, play Kyle Trask, bench Bryce, we need Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett. Well, the third one may be true. I'm kidding. It's because he won the Super Bowl. I mean, you can't, disagree with that. He's Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett. I'm joking, by the way. But, the entire thing that I'm getting at here is that everybody's overreacting. Like, I'm hearing all this stuff. Bench Bryce, bench Bryce, bench Bryce, bench Bryce. We suck. That's all I'm hearing. We suck. We are terrible. And I wanted to remind you guys of a little, long while ago. Let's go back in, ancient history, where back in the day, right? Back in the ancient times. Oh, what is that? That's a loss. That's 3 losses, in fact. That's last year's preseason schedule, and we lost all 3 games. All 3, okay? And so the reason why I'm even getting mad at you guys right now is because everybody's overreacting. Like, look at this. That's 3 losses, and you know what we did? NFC South champions. NFC South champions. We won the NFC South, yet you guys won't stop saying, oh my gosh, I need to stop yelling. Oh, calm down, hold on. Yet you guys won't stop saying, we suck. That's all I'm hearing. And the fact of the matter is this. Well, let's run back a little bit on this train track. We did lose all 3, and we did go division champions, and we got blown out all 3. Daggone it, we lost to the Browns last year in the preseason. Shedeur Sanders cooked us last year. Who even is Shedeur Sanders? He threw like 8,000 yards against us last year in the preseason, and we lost like 20,000 to nothing. But my point here is this. We as a team sucked that game, yes, but similarly to last season, the guys who I wanted to personally see perform good did good. We sucked, the team as a whole sucked, the players, specific players did not suck, okay? Bryce Young, yeah, he didn't do the greatest. I feel like there was a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff going on, though, and also it's his first snaps of the season. He's getting a lot of pressure this year. You'll have to remember that. But guess who didn't? Jalen Phillips sacked Josh Allen with that O-line. Devin Lloyd, he didn't. J.C. Horn, he didn't. Like, the entire defense really didn't. The amount of times that we pressured Josh Allen and that starting offense that drive, or actually those 3 drives, was outrageous. I am extremely, extremely proud of our defense. Yet, people are going to be like, oh, no, we allowed 20 points, and we only allowed 10 in the first quarter against a Super Bowl contender. A Super Bowl contender. A contender. Y'all have to remember this, okay? And I'll even continue to say this, Trevor Etienne didn't suck. Jonathan Brooks really didn't. I mean, he had some good runs. Tommy Tremble didn't. I don't even think he played that game. That was just an assumption. Tedero McMillan definitely didn't. And dare I say, Xavier Legette didn't suck. What, Ethan? Yes. Xavier Legette did not do bad that game. I stand by that. And that's where I really want to really continue this segment in saying we did fine. It's the preseason. Do you think Dave Canales, his mentality going into that game is, man, we need this win. We need this win to be champions of the preseason, baby. Let's go, boys. Let's go get that preseason championship. No, there is no Super Bowl in the preseason. There's no Super Bowl in the preseason. He most likely was just thinking the whole time about those players I named. Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd, maybe Bryce Young, but even Bryce had some pretty good plays if we really think about it. And also, the O-line wasn't the greatest, but also Monroe's out. Rashid, I can't even remember now if he was out or not. I'll look at that probably after the show, actually. But either way, some of our O-line was out, so, I mean, that's also an excuse for him. But either way, excuse or no excuse, Dave wasn't looking to go win the preseason Super Bowl, even though that doesn't exist. He was looking for specific players to do specific good things, to be specifically good. And that's exactly what happened. Like, we were good. We were good. We were good. We were good. We weren't great, but those specific players were good. And also, why not throw out the fact that Cam Gill, UFL Defensive Player of the Year, I was so excited about him, getting him into that game. And he played great. He played great. Okay? Nick Scott, of all people. Nick Scott. Nick Scott is terrible. Nick Scott is I hate Nick Scott. I even said last season that we should bench Nick Scott and just play like a practice squad guy over him, because Nick Scott basically is a practice squad guy. But guess what? This does wonders to you. Nick Scott did good. He didn't do bad. Nick Scott didn't do bad. Okay? So I just want to put it out there that, I mean, although I'm yelling at all the disbelievers, I'm also yelling at the believers, because I'm glad you do believe, because between us, between my viewers and me, I believe that this team is fine. I believe that that was one preseason game, and hot diggity dog if I didn't just mention those 3 preseason losses earlier on from last year. And hey, not even else to mention, we competed with just about every good team in the league last year. I don't care if we lost by like 15 to the Seahawks. We competed for the first 3 quarters. We beat the Rams week 13. And guess what? We did all of that. We did all of that while still losing our 3 preseason games. Do you understand what I'm saying? The preseason does not matter. I feel like this is not only to make you guys go, okay, he's right, but this is also to make you guys go, okay, the preseason really doesn't matter. Like, the Bills could win all 3 games and then go 2-15 this year. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just... To finish this all off and go to some FC content so my throat can heal from me screaming at you guys, just know that this Panthers team, with Darren Waller too, we just signed Darren Waller if he's healthy. I mean, I'm deeply apologizing to you right now respectfully, because I have some news for all the disbelievers right now. Shout out James. That's one of my friends. It's his nickname. He tells me to shout him out all the time. He says, say James in the video, whatever. I can't believe I just said that. Either way, shout out him, because he believes we suck. He believes we're terrible. He believes that. He literally goes into a game. Well, like, he will text me a minute into a game. Bryce throws 1 pick on the first play of the game. Oh my gosh, we're terrible. I'm disgusted. That was horrible. And yeah, the pick was bad, but we still end up winning the game. Dolphins game. He said, oh my gosh, this is terrible. And then we ended up winning the game. I believed the whole time, because I'm a Panthers fan. You have to believe if you're a Panthers fan. I'm not even a State fan, but I get to say this because I'm a Carolina fan with State fans in my household. My dad and my brother are State fans. State fans know daggone well that they have to really believe in their team if they want to get some wins. They can't just say, oh, we suck 30 seconds into the game, because State has made some miraculous comebacks against Carolina, against Duke, against Wake Forest. I don't care who it is, but that's just an example. I am literally just putting out examples right now. And I mean, I just can't express enough that none of this matters. None of this matters. None of this matters. Hey, psst, you in the back. You in the back. None of this matters. None of this matters. Literally none of it. Not one bit of it. I mean, the guys who we wanted to do good are doing good. That's the only part that matters. And guess what? That's a good thing. Whoa. Okay. I get it sounds like I'm being a bit rude here, but I'm trying to just state the obvious. I've been waiting for this episode all week. I decided, you know what? I am not wearing my headset. I'm going to scream in the camera for 20 minutes straight. And honestly, I'm just going, you know what? Right off the entire Charlotte FC segment. Well, not literally, just write the Charlotte FC transition off. I'm mad right now. Just write it off. Charlotte FC, they're doing good. I'll go and tell you all about them. Charlotte FC, they're 8-5-7 on the year. They're climbing up. They've won a couple straight now. They're doing really stinking good. They also beat a team who, hint, hint, is... oh, wait, I thought they were way better. I thought Columbus was way better. Oh, my bad. I was about to say they beat the best team in the... they beat the best team in the league. No, they didn't. But you know who they did beat? They beat 3 straight teams, which is really good. And they also beat FC Cincinnati, which is really good. And Charlotte FC is 6 seed now. We really... There's a little bit to worry about making the playoffs instead of the play-in, but I think we're in the playoffs or play-in either way. So Charlotte FC fans, don't worry about it. But either way, I told you right off the Charlotte FC segment, I just gave you a little spiel about them. Back to the Panthers for the next, minute or two. Just stop having no belief in this team. It's the Carolina Panthers. You know, I want to question y'all for a second. Y'all non-believers. If the Carolina Panthers fans in 2015... don't you think there was probably some people back in 2015 who went, oh, we're terrible going into the season? I would bet there was a couple, but then we went 15-1 and almost won the Super Bowl. Okay, so I'm just I just don't understand how people can look at this team we have now with probably the best coaching staff since Ron Rivera 2015, probably the best team since Ron Rivera 2015, probably the best team since 2015, probably the best team since 2015. To remind you again, we won the division champions. We are the division champions of 2025. That's easily the best team since 2015. So I don't get how people can look at that team and be like, oh yeah, bench Bryce. Yeah, bench Bryce. He just beat some of Cam Newton's records. He's easily a top 3 QB in Panthers history and is one of the greatest quarterbacks already in NFL history at game-winning drives. Let's just bench that guy. We don't need him anyway. Let's just bench that guy. But either way, that's going to do it. I'm calm now. That's going to do it. I'm kidding, I'm not calm. That's going to do it for episode 47 of the Buzz and Roar Show, the greatest sports podcast in the world. Thank you all so much for watching. I don't know why I have so much energy right now, but I just got it all out talking to you guys. Thank you all so much for watching episode 47. Hit that subscribe button, hit follow on Instagram, and I will see you all for episode 48 next Saturday. This one's coming out on a Friday, but next one, of course, like always, will come out on a Saturday at 8 p.m. See you guys next week. Thank you all so much. And as always, I guess not as always, but as always this time, Buzz and Roar out.